Good morning, everyone. Hope you are all well. Once again, we are here doing the Course in Miracles lessons, and the lesson for today is lesson 59. So let's get right into it. Number 1, God goes with me wherever I go. How can I be alone when God goes with me? How can I be doubtful and unsure of myself when perfect certainty abides in Him? How can I be disturbed by anything when He rests in me in absolute peace? How can I suffer when love and joy surround me through Him? Let me not cherish illusions about myself. I am perfect because God goes with me wherever I go. That's number 1. Number 2, God is my strength. Vision is His gift. Let me not look into my own eyes to see today. Let me be willing to exchange my pitiful illusion of seeing for the vision that is given by God. Christ's vision is His gift, and He has given it to me. Let me call upon this gift today so that this day may help me to understand eternity. And number 3, God is my source. I cannot see apart from Him. I can see what God wants me to see. I cannot see anything else. Beyond His will lie only illusions. It is these I choose when I think I see apart from Him. It is these I choose when I try to see through the body's eyes. Yet the vision of Christ has been given to me to replace them. It is through this vision that I choose to see. Number 4, God is a light in which I see. I cannot see in darkness. God is the only light. Therefore, if I am to see, it must be through Him. I have tried to define what seeing is, and I have been wrong. Now it is given to me to understand that God is a light in which I see. Let me welcome vision and the happy world it will show me. And the last one for today, God is in the mind with which I think. I have no thoughts I do not share with God. I have no thoughts apart from Him, because I have no mind apart from His. As part of His mind, my thoughts and His thoughts are mine. As part of His mind, my thoughts are His, and His thoughts are mine. Okay, so those were review lessons 41 through 45, just in case I forgot to say it in the beginning. Those are review lessons again, and we're getting close to the review finishing. So let's go ahead and take them apart one by one, okay? Number 1, God goes with me wherever I go. So we have to remember that God is in everything and in everyone, including me and including you. So everywhere that I go, He goes. Everywhere that you go, He goes. So we're never apart from Him. We're never separate from Him. He's always with us. Every single second of the day, He's with us. And all we have to do is but connect to His presence. Allow His presence to envelop our spirit, and we can feel that love and that peace and that tranquility. And that's all we have to do. So you just got to be willing to let that happen for you. Number 2, God is my strength. Vision is His gift. So we have to remember, when we let God take over our experience here, everything becomes easier. And then we start seeing with true vision. We start seeing through the eyes of love instead of through the eyes of fear. All our judgments fall away, and all we see is peace and love. Every encounter is a holy encounter. Every experience is a wonderful experience filled with happiness and joy and excitement. Because you are no longer fearful. You are no longer thinking of what negative things may happen. All you can see is love and peace and happiness. Number 3, God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. So we have to remember that every experience that we have in this world is always seen through the eyes of God, because his eyes are your eyes. He's inside of you. He's always with you. You're never separate from him. And it's only us that think we are. We feel that we are in control. We feel that we are the ones deciding everything. But we got to remember that God is with us in everything that we do, everything that we see, everything that we experience. He's there with you. And it's just that switch that you got to turn on to feel him near you. And it's choice. That's all it is. It's a choice. So you just have to make that choice to move forward with him in your life. And everything becomes a little bit easier, because you could have that peace and that love with you at all times. God is my source, and I cannot see apart from him. Number 4, God is the light in which I see. So we see the recurring theme here, that God is with you, and his light is what you see. Understand that you cannot be separate from God. I know it's hard to understand that, and it's sometimes very difficult to feel that presence. And that's because we're letting this illusion of this world take over. The experiences that we're having can be so painful sometimes. And it's almost that it overtakes you and you don't know what to do, and you get desperate. You fall into that deep hole that sometimes is very difficult to get out of. And all you have to do is connect to God and feel peace and feel love, because he loves you. He loves every single one of you. He loves me. And you have to understand that. If you can just but connect to that ever-presence, then you won't have these experiences. It will be different for you. You will see them differently. You will have peace in your heart. You will feel safe. And all you have to do is connect to that. God is the light in which I see. Number 5, God is the mind in which I think. That's the last one. God is the mind in which I think. Remember, when you let God in, the world becomes a different place for you. It becomes a beautiful experience. Every person you encounter brings you joy, because that's God standing right in front of you, and he's telling you he loves you, and he wants you to feel happiness and joy. And it's hard, because sometimes that person standing in front of you is a person that's causing you pain. But you gotta remember, you gotta see past all that, and you gotta see through the eyes of true vision, because that person standing in front of you is God. It's a child of God. And you gotta remember for them sometimes, because they can't remember themselves. So you gotta see them for who they are, even if they can't see themselves. You gotta stay centered. You gotta have God in your heart. You gotta show them what it is to be in peace. Show them what it is to be loved by something bigger than them. Because when you do that, you will allow them to do the same. And the more of us that do that, the closer we will all get closer to Him and have that experience of just peace, love, tranquility, and be in complete happiness. Enjoy the world that God created for us, the real world, not what we see right now with our eyes that are just blinded by ego thoughts and negative experiences and painful thoughts and all these stuff that just clutter our minds on a daily basis. So all the lessons for today are just trying to help you stay God-centered, trying to help you keep God in your mind at all times so that you don't feel separate, so that living in this world would be a little bit easier. So join me in trying to do that, because it is work. It's not easy. I'm not claiming to say that it is, but it is a choice. So just choose it. Make that choice. Do the work. Don't give up. Keep trying. So those were the lessons for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Please like and subscribe the video if you enjoyed it. Send me comments. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.